the nightlife, the gambling, the top-notch entertainment, amazing culinary experiences, and incredible people watching. There are so many reasons why Las Vegas is a top option for people to come to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, bachelorette parties, or just to come here to have fun. But Las Vegas is not for everybody. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 reasons why you may want to stay away from Las Vegas. If you don't like crowds, you may just want to stay away from Las Vegas. Tourism is back in full force, and that means a lot of people. You're gonna have longer lines at check-in, at restaurants. You might not get the reservation you want just because of the sheer number of people here. And the worker shortages certainly don't help that situation. And then there's just the fact that you might just be uncomfortable in large crowds. And then, of course, do not forget the people who are drunk or just don't know how to walk and either run into you or cut you off. It can get annoying, and if you just don't like the crowds and having that kind of thing happen to you, you might just want to stay away. Las Vegas used to be known for its bargains, but that's really not the case anymore. Don't expect to come to Las Vegas expecting a cheap trip. The Las Vegas Convention and Tourism District announced that September had the all-time highest average room rates ever. So it's going to be expensive, especially on the weekends. Now you might get a comped room, and that's getting harder and harder to come by as well. Because Las Vegas is so busy, they're not giving away the free rooms that they used to give away. You have to be gambling a good amount of money to get the free rooms. So there's also the food prices. It's outrageous. Now, you can find your $6, lunches or breakfast, but if you think about it, the Strip is 4 miles long. So you have to travel to get to those places, and that just might not be worth it for a lot of people. So you just may want to grab a bite somewhere. So you stop at a food court and you want to grab a slice of pizza, but that slice of pizza is going to run you anywhere from like $10 to $12. And then add a soda, that's another $5. So that slice of pizza is going to get pretty expensive. And let's say you just want to have breakfast at the hotel cafe. An entree will run you about $20, and then another $5 for coffee. It can get pretty expensive, to be honest with you. And then there's drinking. If you like to drink, you're gonna expect to pay at least $10 for a beer. We've paid $16 on Fremont Street for a draft beer. Even outside here, we're at New York, there's a place like a cart that has canned beer, $16 for a tall can. It's pretty expensive. Cocktails are gonna run you at least $20 as well. And the prices just go up depending on where you're at. Now that's just your everyday food. So if you wanna go out and celebrate by going to a nice steakhouse, that's gonna set you back at least a few $100s. But to top it up, you can come over here to Salt Bay's new restaurant, New Surrett, and I saw an item on the menu for $2,700. Now, if that's not sticker shock, I don't know what is. But here's Enrique's pro tip for saving money. Just come to the bar and play the bar games. You don't have to spend money on entertainment. This isn't called Sin City for nothing. If you do not have good self-control, you may just want to stay away from Las Vegas. Obviously, there's gambling everywhere, and you're going to hear the noises coming from the slot machines, the bright lights, people screaming at the table games. It can be very tempting. And the same goes for drugs, alcohol, prostitution. I mean, maybe that's why you're coming to Las Vegas, but if you think that you're going to overdo it or get into something that you really shouldn't, you should probably just stay away from Las Vegas. Another reason that you might want to stay away from Las Vegas is that there are so many people trying to take advantage of you or just rip you off. So let me give you a few examples. There are pickpockets. You want to make sure that you have your stuff right in front of you. Don't have anything around where people can actually take it out of your pocket. And for sure, don't leave things out. We knew somebody recently who lost their cell phone because they put it on a slot machine and it was gone. Enrique left a pair of sunglasses on a slot machine, and 10 minutes later, it was gone. He even had a ticket that he left in a machine, and somebody cashed it out within a minute. So people are going to take advantage of you that way. But I will say there are exceptions. One time I had left my purse on the ground. We were eating at a food court and walked away, left it there. I came back and it was gone. But I went to security and somebody actually turned it in fully intact. Everything was inside. So this was definitely the exception though. Just be careful with your stuff. And then when you're walking down the street here on the Strip or on Fremont, you're gonna have people that are going to try to scam you. They're going to hand you a CD or a bracelet and want you to take it out of their hand. They're gonna like try to give it to you. Once you touch that, consider it purchased. They will harass you into buying that item. And I've heard that those CDs sometimes don't even have anything on them, so they've really scammed you there. Of course, we have the people that are out here that are taking pictures. They're dressed up as showgirls or as characters, and those folks are going to try to get you to pay at least $20. Now, they can't actually charge you anything. They work on tips only, but once you take that picture with them, they're going to be pretty aggressive in asking for that at least $20 per person. So you need to make sure that you are comfortable with that whole scenario, negotiate that up front. And then there's the timeshare people. We've had some get really aggressive with us. We try to just walk past them. They make you feel pretty uncomfortable. Just, oh, you know, here for a few nights, come get your voucher, come here, come over here, come over here. They're very aggressive sometimes, and of course that's their job. But all in all of these things can make some people feel very uncomfortable. And if this is just something that you are not wanting to deal with, you just may want to stay away from Las Vegas. If you do not like walking, you probably want to stay away from Las Vegas. So I know when you're on the Strip, everything looks pretty close together, but it's actually over 4 miles from Mandalay Bay to the Strat. So that's a lot of walking to do. Now, of course, there are some opportunities like the monorail, or there's some trams like this one here, but they're not very conveniently located and they don't stop at every property. Now, there's also the Deuce Bus, which can be economical, and they do have frequent stops, but I've heard some pretty gross stories, so for us personally, we just stay away from those. Now, you can take rideshare or taxis, and that's the more convenient option. However, that can get really expensive. Just the other night, we took an Uber from Harrah's to New York, so it's about a mile or so, and it was $25, not including tip. And on another occasion, with surge pricing, a trip that would cost us $25 to go from the Strip to downtown on the way back during peak hours cost $45. So that can get really expensive. Now, if you do have mobility issues, a lot of people will rent the scooters that will take you around, but even with that, that can be so inconvenient. Because of the pedestrian bridges, you have to take an elevator up, and I've seen times when those elevators are broken, and so then you have to go around and take a whole different route to get to your destination. So getting around Las Vegas isn't always the easiest. There is a lot of walking on the Strip, and there are pedestrian bridges that go over some of the streets, but half the time these escalators are not working. And right around the corner, why have one escalator out of service when both can be out of service? Some of the hotels, like here at Excalibur, have people movers that'll take you into the casino, but they don't have one bringing you out. But look, even this one's broken, so everything's broken in Las Vegas. Have you avoided coming to Las Vegas, or maybe you stopped coming to Las Vegas? What was your reason for not coming to Las Vegas? Let us know in the comments. So if you like this video, have a look at this one. I think you'll enjoy it. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.